Fed's Bostic says that the Federal Reserve could be in a position to pause rate hikes by mid to late summer. Following this up, you got a nasty spike in the SPY right out of this demand zone. However, if you take a look, it was not on high volume, which is very, very suspicious. Not only that, but bears do not agree with this move. Massive pump on the SPY on small volume is extremely suspicious. Options traders disagree with this move. Floor traders with high premium positions, 250k plus a trade, are overwhelmingly bearish on the SPY. Touching on that, I would like to see what the SPY is going to do when it re-enters back in this demand zone right under 395. Now, we know the fails to deliver on AMC have been absolutely nuts. They're absolutely crazy. They're not like this on any other stock. On top of that, the 19th consecutive day of AMC being on the threshold securities list, it is still currently on this list. After 13 days, fails to deliver should have been forcefully covered on an open market. Now, take with this what you will, but GameStop was on the threshold list for 39 consecutive trading days before the January 2021 squeeze. AMC is currently on the list for its 19th consecutive day. Make this what you want, but I'm apish AF. Following that up, that's when GameStop shared roughly from $20 to over $400 within the month, following that 39 consecutive days of being on the threshold securities list. Now, according to Ortex, AMC has a short interest of 25.88%. Utilization is maxed out. The cost to borrow average sitting at 277%, so that somehow dropped even though the short interest has risen. The cost to borrow max is at 338%. However, the minimum is at negative 1%, which could have drastically pulled the average down. The average could be more closer to the max. As for APE, 5.92% short interest, utilization at 87%, and the average at 12% for the cost to borrow fee. Now, I started tracking these cycles on AMC every time it played out earnings, right on the earnings dates on the chart. These cycles tend to play out. Now, AMC recently ran all the way up to $8.50, got rejected. It broke below this trend line. It's not looking good. People are pissed off. I'm pissed off. Everyone's pissed off. We had a high amount of volume at 122 million, then 113 plus on after hours. It went up to 118, and then a drastic decrease, a 40 million, and then today a 28 million day, which you could say this is just a spring load for a push higher. And if you would say that, I would definitely agree with you. And the only reason why is because based off of these cycles, every single time it plays out, you can take any single time that it has happened, AMC has made a higher high than the peak that it pushes to at the same time period in the cycle. I'm looking at this period in the cycle, this period in the cycle, and this period, right? The same time, that's exactly where AMC is trading. And every single time you come up, you peak, and then you get another high, followed by a sell-off, right? You sell off, you get that next high. You sell off right here, you get that next high. Right here, you hit a peak, you start selling off slightly, you get that next high. Now, it's never exactly the same, but in my opinion, AMC over the next couple of weeks is breaking back over $8.60. Whether it gets rejected there, whether we squeeze, is something that I'm going to have to chart in the future. Now, according to Stock Tracker, there's 1.5 million shares available to borrow at a most recent fee of 143% on AMC. Calls to put 17,000 compared to 63,000 expiring in the money, and a ton out of the money. So market makers are slaughtering us on the option chain this week, and these short exempts have been stacked up high on AMC, 1.3 million, 900,000, and then almost 500,000 again and again, showing that they are really pumping fake shares into the market to try and stump the momentum with AMC. Now, a stock I wanted to bring up, it's been a bit, Bed Bath & Beyond. It's talked a lot about in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, get in the Discord down below. It's starting to curl back up, and I wanted to put something on your radar. Bed Bath & Beyond is starting to end a cycle. Not all of these cycles last the same amount of time, so I could definitely be wrong, and it could break lower. Plus, this is absolutely not a fundamental play. This is not financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. However, if you take a look back here at this gap down and then double bottom, you had one of the largest moves Bed Bath & Beyond has ever had. And in my opinion, you're seeing the same exact thing. You got that gap down, Bed Bath & Beyond just double bottom, plus the entire flow is shorted. The volume is absolutely nuts, and they're trying to stump it as hard as possible. If you look at Stock Tracker, there's no shares available to borrow at a most recent fee of 110%. Calls to puts were losing on the options chain, but take a look at that March 17th expiration. How many people are betting bullish on Bed Bath & Beyond, which just leads up to right after Bed Bath & Beyond actually starts another cycle. Plus, these short exempts are extremely high, 2.2 million, 600,000, 500,000, and a million back-to-back days. As for GameStop, 100,000 shares available to borrow. The free float is still at 60% DRS, and the cost to borrow is dropping at 10.6%. We are are getting slaughtered on the option chain. Basically no calls compared to 8,000 puts expiring in the money. Again, that March 17th expiration people are bullish on, which leads me to something that I wanted to bring up about the chart. GameStop is trading in this cycle, and I remapped it out and lined it up, and I think GameStop is going to have some sideways trading, if not slightly scaling to the upside come late March before getting a major move higher, breaking the recent highs at $25. That is just my outlook at GameStop. I think this cycle is playing out to a T. Plus, keep in mind this is the same cycle it played out back in January before it ran to $500 a share. Plus, it is going to be a sympathy play when AMC does run. Keep in mind what I said in the video, AMC on threshold list for 19 days, and once GameStop was on it for 39 days, you had that insane move where they had to take the buy button away, so the pressure is building up. Following that up, SI delaying a 10K is usually because the auditor is not signing off. They would be liable if they helped cover up things. Look at what happened with Binance, same here. SI is delaying their 10K filing, and remember, Silvergate plunges as bank says it may face DOJ, congressional, and bank regulator inquiries. Shares fell over 10% after hours trading, right? So this happened, then this happened, and finally Riot as well are delaying their filings, right? Riot Blockchain, the stock. Fun fact, this is actually the first stock I've ever made a video on the channel. This was my very first video. Crypto miner Riot is also delaying its filings. Riot platforms say some financials should no longer be relied upon. They also delayed their 10K, saying they had an issue with method of calculating Bitcoin impairment. Finally, a stock we are consecutively making gains on that is absolutely not over yet. We brought this up in Discord today as well and made a small gain this morning, but True Demon says, excuse the flying fuck out of me, but how can it be that short exempts on TRKA today were 7% of its float and nobody at the SEC has asked any questions? Are y'all seeing this? He goes 2.46 million short exempts on a 35 million float stock. 109% short interest. WTF. Guys, short exempts are going absolutely nuts on a stock that has over 109% short interest, and this thing is ready to catapult even higher. You guys let me know if you are in TRKA or if you are jumping in. If you haven't seen my full breakdown video on it, make sure to go watch that on the channel. I will leave it up at the end of the video so that you can watch it. Plus, if you're not in Discord, make sure to hit the link down below and get in Discord so you can talk back and forth with me on the daily, plus 300 of the most amazing people that trade stocks and call out stocks day in and day out. Overall, guys, this is what I got for you. Sorry the video was uploaded late. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you found value out of the video or enjoyed watching. And if you want up to 17 free stocks for just signing up and depositing into a broker account, I'll leave the link down below to Moomoo in the comments or the description. Once you sign up, open an account, make a deposit, even a penny, you will start earning free stocks from there and get a ton of other benefits like free level 2 order book data, trading options, having access to going long, going short, further expiration prices, trading crypto, access to viewing other exchanges, and more, guys. So I'll leave that linked in the description down below. I love you all. Lottery stocks out.